in this video we are going to talk about the differences between list dynamic and map string dynamic, when to use list and when to use dynamic, and how to display the data of list and string. So a list is indicated with the big bracket and can contains multiple items, whereas map string dynamic is not indicated with big bracket and it is a single string indicated with the curly bracket. So let's first display the data from the list and then display the data from the string. And for I have already fetched the data from the server or the API using the future list dynamic get user function. It basically gets the data and store it in the user variable. So to display this, we need to have a body, and we need to use future builder, and we also need to specify the type of the future, which is list dynamic. And after that, we need to specify the future, and in the future we need to put the function name, which is get user. And after that, we also need to require builder, which contain context and then snapshot. After that, we can this snapshot is used to check if the data future builder data has the data or not. So to check that, we need to use an if statement. If snapshot dot has data, it basically checks if the snapshot has the data or not, and if it has the data, then it will display. Then let's return a null container and then display the data. So basically the data is in, let's store the data in a variable called user, and in the user variable the data can be stored like this, snapshot dot data, and we need to specify the null safety. Now let's return a list view.builder because it is a list, so we need to use the list view.builder, and we need to specify it length item count, which is user dot length, because the data is in the user variable. So in the item builder we need to include context and then index, and then we need to use another variable to store the data from the list view builder. This variable stores the data from the snapshot future builder. Now this variable will store the data from this item builder from this length. So to do that, we need to use name a different variable and then user index. Now then return a list tile, and inside this leading image dot network user data profile, and then for the title, let's display the text, which is yeah. Now the image and the name of the data from this JSON format is being displayed in the screen. Now let's display from the map string. So we need to replace this data with a single string, and from this we also need to change from the list to map, and then also need to include the string. We need to change that to in the future builder, and for the list we used list view.builder and specify the item count using the length. But for this we do not need to use the list view.builder, and we do not need to specify the item count because the single string does not have the length. So we need to just remove the list view.builder. Then now the link of the image is giving in an error, so we will replace the name. So we basically got the error in the image because we have used the asset keyword instead of the network, because our image is in the internet. So now the image is being displayed. So thank you very much. This is how you display the data from the list dynamic and map string dynamic. Thank you.